Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, my little love bugs. It's Michelle the Oracle coming at you live again today. Although I'm not live broadcasting, I am alive and doing a little video for you guys. I haven't been back in a minute. It's been a couple months that I've done a video, and Spirit finally, the resting time was over. The Four Swords period, the resting, the retreat, the realignment, I'm actually calling it a recalibration, had to happen. And now it's June 1st. And just like I knew it was going to be, June 1st is the whoosh of the year. Okay, what do I mean by the whoosh? Well, if we look at the beginning of the year of 2018 as a magician's trick, well, the beginning of the year, we showed everybody what we were going to do. We had already decided what we wanted. We'd spent time thinking about it, training for it, and then we put the cover on it, and we took our wand, and we waved over the top, and we said, abracadabra. And then divine stuff started happening. We were co-creating. Spirit was co-creating through us. And now June 1st, the top is being taken off what was getting done. And the whoosh from the magician's trick is about to present. Now, I'm not saying it's about to present. Spirit wants us to stop telling everybody that good things are about to happen, that magic is about to start. Spirit would like us all to invoke that it's happening right now. It's already here. Everything you've already asked for. If you really just sat still as a human and allowed yourself to do a 360 of your life, inside and outside, you would see that you are already there. There is no thing or event or feeling or manifestation that we're actually waiting for anymore. You're already swimming in it. Wow, swimming in it. Hence, the broadcast that I'm doing today. So everyone, welcome. That was just the start there. Welcome. I'm Michelle the Oracle. Like I introduced myself, if you haven't met me before, welcome here to my space. If you're joining me from being a supporter from the past year and a half, welcome. I've missed you all so much. Thank you all for your love and support. I can feel you. I hope you guys have been feeling me, and we've all been growing and expanding together. Now, today's broadcast for June 1st, 2018, there's a special trine happening in the galaxies today, in the planets, okay? And it's called the Grand Trine in water. I'm one who likes to play with words because I'm a Pisces, so I like to have the multiple facets. I don't like just labeling one thing. So of course, my mind and my heart started playing with Grand Trine in water. And what else could that possibly mean? What could be the bigger meaning, the under message about a grand trine in water? Well, another word for grand is magnificent. And magnificent is a magnificent word. Like, we don't use that often enough, do we? We usually use words like great, good, fantastic, fabulous. When's the last time you used magnificent? Well, that's where we're at today. For the next 3 days, we've got a grand trine in water. A magnificent. What's trine? Well, it's when planets align. It's like a triangle. It's a 120. It's like three things looking at each other. Father, Son, Holy Ghost. However you want to see a trinity. Masculine, feminine, divine power. And then those things locking like that. Trine. So grand trine. A magnificent triangle in water. What is water? Well, water is the reason why we're alive. I gotta tell you, you get rid of the water, humans gone. The planet could survive, but the rest of us gone. So water for us is life. Another meaning for water that we use is water represents emotions, feelings. Water flows. Sometimes it freezes. Sometimes it diverts through mountains and forms things like the Grand Canyon. You know, water is expansive, it's limitless, it's powerful, it's quiet, it flows, it stops. There's so many beautiful things, and if we represent water with our emotions, we are in a grand trine in water. We're in a magnificent triangle in our feelings. Which feelings? All of them. all the feelings. And then you know how we manifest is through our feelings. Creates our reality. Spirit says it's already here. And you're in this Grand Trine for the next 3 days to really swim with your emotions, to release them, to allow them, to feel them, to let them flow, because we're moving to expansion, new awareness, the next level. Now, the 3 planets that are aligning or that are trining today is Venus, Jupiter, and Neptune, okay? Now, I'm not pretending to be an astrologer. I have never claimed that. I am Michelle the Oracle. More honestly, I'm more like a mother oracle. That's what I am. I just am sprinkling out my knowledge about astrology, what I've looked up, and then, of course, what Spirit is saying about these things. So we've got Venus, Jupiter, and Neptune. Now, Venus, humans have always said it represents love, the feminine side of love. But Venus is like the hottest planet, right? It's really close to the sun. It's fire, it's passion, it's burning, and it's expressive, and it swims. Jupiter, which has always been my favorite planet, is the biggest one we got. It's gorgeous, right? You can't tell me that you don't sit and look at the planet Jupiter and you start feeling all kinds of tingly memories, like maybe you were on that planet, huh? Maybe you understand all that ruckus, because Jupiter is nothing but ruckus, weather, extremes, and expansion. That's what the astrologers call the planet Jupiter, is expansion, because whenever it comes into your sign or any places on your chart, it's a time of expansion, of growth. And, you know, humans aren't always good at growth, are they? Sometimes they feel growing pains and they tighten up and get all constipated and they don't allow the expansion. But that's where this trine that we're having right now is so important, because you throw in Neptune. Now, Neptune is my planet. I'm a Pisces. Yeah, I love Jupiter. I'm bipolar. I'm a Pisces. Anyway, Neptune is also in this play. And Neptune, like I said, is the ruler of the sign of Pisces. That's why I think Spirit led me to do this today, because if we're talking about emotions and magnificent triangles and swimming in emotions and feeling and expanding that, okay, and growing in that with our masculine, feminine, and the divine power, let's just say that. And if that's the case, then I feel as mother, as oracle, as a Pisces, that coming from me, I'm hopefully going to trigger the rest of you to swim in places that are trying to get opened up. So, welcome to the broadcast. That was the intro. 8 minutes and 8 seconds in. That's pretty awesome. Anyway, we're going to be talking about this Grand Trine. Actually, we already kind of just did. I'm going to pull some cards here in my reading space at my home. And got my cards all set up and shuffled and saged and blessed. I've got candles burning, crystals right over to the right of me. And Spirit is going to talk to us all about this trine. And what we're going to do is, I'm pretty much going to be winging this spread, like I always do. But we're going to talk to the aspects of Venus. We're going to pull a special, little, probably trine itself for Venus, messages from Spirit regarding the planet Venus and where that plays in us, where it plays in love, our feminine side, our fiery, passionate side. Okay, and then we're going to pull for the planet Jupiter, which is all about expansion. So we're going to relate that to our consciousness, to our feelings, to our expression, and to our surrendering to all of that and allowing it to continue to flow. Because then we're going to pull for the planet Neptune, which is the Pisces aspect. Pisces represents feelings. We can't help it. We're in water all the time. Don't you know when you're in water, there's no escaping it. You're forced to breathe it. You're forced to experience it. Sometimes we go in schools together where we all feel it together, and sometimes we swim away by ourselves to the very depths where it's scary and cold and frigid, and we swim back up and hopefully we find our way back to the light. That's what we're going to pull to when we talk to the Neptune in all of you. That side of all of you that just felt a tingle in your body when they just said what they said about that spread, okay? We're going to talk about that side of you, our emotions. Stop judging the emotions. Stop constipating the emotions. Stop judging the emotions from self, from others, and just allow to flow. That's why this Grand Trine is so beautiful today. We're bringing our feelings, love, all of that, growth, expanding it, because love has been constipated like a tightened up sphincter for such a long time, and now we've lubed it up enough and it's starting to loosen, and now we can talk about love. What is love? Love is everything. There's no definition of it. You know, I can hear Spirit right now saying, Michelle, don't even try to define it. You can't define love. It just is. It's that. Like Pisces, swimming. It's all around you. Love. Ah, beautiful. So we're going to talk about all that. And then whatever is underneath, whatever decks we choose to pull from, that's going to be like a spiritual union type message, okay? So we're going to talk to Venus. We're going to talk to Jupiter. We're going to talk to Neptune. And then we're going to marry all of them underneath from the bottom of the deck. And then hopefully, well, of course it'll all make sense. It always does. It always works out, right? So I'm going to pick my decks here. Yeah, let's use the good old Rider-Waite. I'm going to use the Los Muertes deck. Oh yeah, and the Sun and Moon, let's go for that. We're picking 3 decks for some reason, and then let's do Mary Magdalene for the message. I was thinking of maybe doing Ganesha, because Ganesha takes off, is in release, and we just had a really powerful full moon the other day in Sagittarius, and I got to tell you, if you didn't release it, Spirit has smacked it out of your hands. So, you know, I dare you to try and cry today about something you thought you lost yesterday. Spirit's already slapped it out of your hands. So June 1st, we're in the whoosh. We're in the magic. The magician's reveal. The cover's lifted. The words have been said. The practice has been done. The healing has happened. The old habit has been slapped out of your hand. And now there is no limit. Now there is no stopping. Now you know. Afraid of what, right? What were we afraid of? We tackled all that stuff. You're in a period of fearlessness. That's why we pointed out when the video was at 808. Banging like an 808, yeah, number 1. But number 2, the number 8 is the Strength card. And the Strength card is all about fearlessness, not projecting a strength. You know, that's our masculine side, that's our testosterone. That's projecting strength, but the Strength card is more of a fearlessness. Afraid of what? You know, what was I so afraid of? That thing didn't kill me. You know, I thought it was. I was convinced it was. I obsessed about it. But I'm still here. It worked out. And actually, we're stronger, better, faster, and better. Yeah, all that. All those words. we're elevated. So I'm just going to shuffle up the decks. You know me, I just do it however Spirit wants. I like this new setup because you guys can actually see my cards now. So that's always going to be fun. I'm going to gather my thoughts before we get the spread going. Why don't you all relax? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Thank you so much for listening to Spirit and finding my video today. I know it blesses everything it touches. Otherwise, Spirit wouldn't have us do it. You're inspiring somebody, all of you that are moving on, expanding and growing just like I am. Thank you all so much for being here. So, relax. Take some deep breaths. Ground your feet to Mother Earth. Feel your vibration and your connection to everything. Everybody. Everyone, everything. Keep breathing. Keep relaxing. Allow to come in, because I am going to allow to come out. Like I said, got the Rider-Waite. Very first deck I ever bought. Very first deck I ever learned. This is my old faithful Rider-Waite deck. Los Muertes. It's one of my more favorite decks to use. It's probably tickling the Dia de los Muertos in me, since I am a Mexican, not a Mexicant. So I dig it. Plus it shows a lot of revealing, you know, transform type energies, and that's what we're talking about, okay? Everybody's ready. All right, again, thank you so much for being here. We're going to get started, okay? So first, how are we going to do this? Yeah, we'll go 1, 2, 3, and we'll read the energies of that, and then I'll pull a Mary Magdalene to talk to each planet, and then, like I said, bottom of the deck will be the spiritual union message, the stuff that's inside that triangle, the combined energy of the this, the that, and the this thing. Because that's what's happening today with our feelings, with our emotions, with our existence, and with our connection to each other, because we're connected. So we're going to talk to that. First, let's go to the planet Venus. So we're going to talk about love. What cards do we got? Wow. We got the Ten of Swords, the Hierophant, and then we got the Seven of Cups. So, looking at these three energies together, we're talking about love, we're talking about Venus, passion, fire, emotions, expression. It's the feminine side of it, so nurturing, loving, expressive, giving birth, growing, showing, expressing, all that. So that's what we're talking about. We got the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, this for me is the Grand Awakening card. This is the humans deciding that the program that they came into was a bunch of BS, and they started to ask these questions like, who is this thing talking in my head? Wow, I'm a human on this planet? Isn't it weird? How did I get here? How I breathe? You start becoming aware of things, you know, we start asking the questions that we started asking when we were children, and then the parents or the adults told us, shh, don't ask. So all those things start happening, and it starts triggering an awakening. It's realizing that you're an independent soul that's connected to everything, that has a higher power, and that has a power and a mission and a connection to each other, the divine, this place. And then you start this awakening journey, and all your chakras in your human's body starts lighting up. Your root chakra fires. Your sacral gets worked on. Your solar starts to expand. Your heart cracks open like the Grinch on Christmas. Your throat starts to clear. Cough up. Your third eye starts to tingle, expand, dream. And then the crown itself starts to pound, throb, and then open up and connect you to the all. That's this card. I know other people read it as deception, being left for dead, all that other stuff. Yes, yes, yes. But, you know, Mother talks higher. No offense, no anything, no judgment. I'm just saying, I speak different. I'm speaking to something else. This is deciding to light up, trigger, open, expand, push through, progress, and transmute everything that's in all those chakras that they just told you about. That's the Grand Awakening, and this is to Venus, to love. This is what we're talking about. This is what's getting expanded. Pisces is making it marry each other, swim in it, feel it. There's no escape. There's no escape from love. No escape, right? All those cord cuttings, all those exorcisms, all those wish them away. It doesn't work. It doesn't work to anything. You can't disconnect from each other, and you learn that in this Grand Awakening. So we're killing the old aspect, the old egoic mind. Swords play in the mind, and this is probably what our humans have been mushing over in their heads about love, labeling love, weighing love, judging love. Love isn't about any of that. It's unconditional. It's expansive. It's never ending. So that's the first energy we're talking to. Then we got the Hierophant. This is going to be a long video. Y'all might want to settle in. Then we got the Hierophant. This is the High Priest. This is true father energy, not that combative, I'm right, you're wrong father energy. This is the loving father energy. This is the coming to him with your heart wide open, bleeding, sweating, all that stuff, and expressing, confessing, releasing, telling, sharing, all that to something and expressing all that stuff, and then not getting the finger, not getting a whack, not getting a "you stupid idiot." No mind chatter. You get a true feeling from the heart, from the higher power, from your higher self, from your inner true Father. And this energy comes out and gets expressed with compassion, love, a nice warm hug, not a kick in the nuts because you did something wrong, but a warmth around you, surrounding you, and telling you, it's okay, son, daughter, we all fuck up. We all make mistakes. We all do things that feel bad. And instead of judging, this thing just fills you with warmth and compassion for self. Now, this is what Venus is talking about in this Grand Trine. Do you feel the push to get like this for yourself? Because it has to be to self first. You can't, RuPaul is totally correct. You cannot love someone else until you love yourself. Amen. That's the way it is. So you got to apply this in love to yourself. Have you fucked up? We all have. Have we held back? Yeah. Was it scary? Shit, yeah. Did we hurt each other? Oh, yeah. Are we sorry? Yeah, we are. Are we ready to reunite and get back together? Yeah. This old character is gone. Yeah, the disconnect from the mind, what love we thought it was, all the human pain, that's been cut away. Now we have this Father energy. This is more like a present energy, is Father, and that is you being Father to yourself on your journey, especially when it comes to love. And like we said in the beginning, love is everything. It's everything. Third, Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is always about detachment. Humans love buffets, right? You go to a buffet and you're like, wow, look at all these options. Look at all this stuff, okay? And that's a really good way to think about feelings that are possible, available. But then you have to imagine, instead of being able to walk by your human feet down this buffet, let's all imagine that we're on a conveyor belt, a moving sidewalk, and we're in this buffet. We all love them, right? Imagine, and it's stocked, and it's beautiful, and those are all the feelings that are available. Okay, and all those feelings represent love. So we're on this conveyor belt, okay, and we're moving and we're feeling different emotions. Well, humans have a tendency to feel an emotion, and instead of letting it pass, they either hold on to it, they stare at it for a long time, they hit record, press it into their heart, and then the people behind them are getting all constipated and trying to push them, and they're like, no, 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 I can't let go of this feeling. Yeah, that's this. That's this. Okay, this is that conveyor belt letting you know, sweetheart, yes, that feeling could have been an ouch, could have been a woo, could have been a lot of things. Could have been a lot of things. But look, there's an endless buffet, and we're all still moving. We didn't create all these emotions to get stuck, to get constipated, to not hang on to and label forever. You're to take a little piece down the conveyor belt, whoop, 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 just like this, all the way down, not stopping. Growing, expanding, feeling, yes, you can feel it, yes, but hanging on to it, labeling yourself with it, and then being afraid of the rest of the conveyor belt line because of it, that's incorrect. And that's what we're expanding. Love is all about evolving, growing, sharing, not hanging on, feeling pain, throwing it to the next person. Yes, we've done that. Yeah, we've done that. But guess who's here to tell us? Yeah, we all fuck up. But the conveyor belt is moving. We all love you. That's an old time. We're in a new place. We can do different. See how this couple, the masculine and feminine energy, is still hanging on to each other in this water? This Grand Trine that's happening? This overall energy that's staring down at this masculine and feminine energy. And yes, there's all these feelings. There's all these stories, all this stuff that happened, but forgive. We all fucked up. Let go. Keep moving. Tell that conveyor belt, I'm ready to keep moving. I want to feel more. I'm ready to open up, and I promise this time I'm going to do it different. I'm not going to hang on. I'm not going to obsess. I'm not going to label. I'm not going to judge. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. because I want to swim in it this time. I don't want to try to resist it. I don't want to let it drown me. You know, Pisces are awesome at swimming. There's no escaping the water. There's no escaping your human feelings. That's why a lot of us suffer depression, anxiety, and then swing really high. I mean, we call the Geminis the bipolars, but now the Pisces are. And it's only true. It's not even bipolar. It's multifaceted. It's everything. It's every possible emotion. And look, these people are just swimming in them, letting those feelings just shed off of them like dead skin, because they know, why fight it? We're in water. Let's just play and have a good time with love, with feelings. Don't hold any grudges. Don't constipate the system. To let you know, yeah, healers, there are healing, yes, I agree, but just like I said yesterday, whatever was plaguing us was slapped out of our hands, and we were given the opportunity to reset. There's a recalibration happening. Oh, Spirit's reminding me again. There's a recalibration that's happening right now. It's happening. It's been going on. We're leveling up, so it's okay to let go of this old belief system, all these old mental things that kept you locked, especially when it comes to love and expressing love and feeling it. Detach from the emotions from now on. When you feel happy, yeah, that's going to be temporary. So while you feel it, swim in it, breathe it, express it, share it with everyone. If a sad moment comes, same thing. Don't bottle up. Don't say, no, I don't want to feel you. And at the same time, don't take it, swallow it, and digest it and keep it in your system. You feel sadness or depression, swim in it. Don't overanalyze it. Don't judge it. Be this thing. Swim through it and then expand, because the conveyor belt's moving, okay? There is no distraction. It's already happening right now. We're already moving, so move on along. Beautiful first message to the planet Venus. We're going to pull from the top the Mary Magdalene. And it's the Mary Magdalene card. She's actually on the cover here. So we're going to read Magdalene. That'll be our message from Venus to our Venus. Oh, and it's kind of a poem. So hold on, let me read that. Go forth and be true to yourself. Dare to be different, to make mistakes. Create, for it is in creation that you exist. In a world full of dreams that stem from your heart, in oneness, love, and hatred, wonder and awe, softness and pain, joy and light. In the stillness, the unknown awaits, a void wanting to be filled. Step into it with courage and strength. Like a budding rose reaching for the light, love will lead you to greener pastures. Keep your pockets full of dreams, for life is a test of faith. Allow your light to shine. There is no beginning or end. There is only love. And then Mary Magdalene dropped the mic and she walked away. Talking to Venus. That's what we just expressed about love. Love is everything. It's everything, okay? But it's ever changing. It's ever growing. It's always around you. You're swimming in it constantly. And your path and your reality of the part of the ocean that you're swimming in will be your reality. So allow all of them to happen. You don't have to just choose one. Feel them. Express them. Let them flow through. Don't stop them up. Don't judge them coming out of you or others. Let's let each other express the feeling. It doesn't mean it's true or real. It's going to change. She just said that. It's going to flow. You're in water, okay? Let go. Earth signs, I'm not calling you out, but let go. Let go. Come swimming. Come play for a little bit. It'll be fine. Trust me. All right. That was to Venus. Okay, now let's talk to Jupiter. Let's get messages from Jupiter. Now remember, Jupiter is the planet of expansion, growth, consciousness. It's constantly changing. Jupiter is in constant ruckus and peace. It goes bipolar. It's my favorite planet. It's the one that when you stare at, you zone. You start to dream. Maybe it unlocks you. Maybe Jupiter is that breaker, the breaker of the phlegm, the breaker of the feeling, you know, the unconstipator. That deconstipator that you take, you know. to let those feelings flow out. So we're going to be talking to Jupiter. That's the next pool. I'm going to need to take a quick drink. Hold on. Okay, now we're going to talk about Jupiter and expansion. Okay? Rider Waite. The Hermit. Justice. Man, these are severe cards too. And the Queen of Wands. Now, we said Venus is feminine power, and it is the hottest planet because it's second, it's closest to the sun. So that kind of feels like that, Venus. And we're pulling it over here in Jupiter because, like I said, remember, we're making a trine. We're bringing all these energies together. Woo! We were separate, but we've been one, and now we're realizing the one, and it's all starting to unlock and flow and expand together. Queen of Wands. Anyway, let's talk about consciousness and expansion. First card. I'm going to say this is the energy coming in. This is what we've been all riding off of. That's been that wave. This all self-awareness, self-knowledge. You guys haven't been really turning to the outside. You've been turning to the inside, and that's the only place you can find your true answers about your true mission, why you're here, all that stuff, your own awakening journey. It is this energy of expansion is coming off of the Hermit. The Hermit phase is when we all start realizing that inner chatter. Who's talking to me? Where did I come from? Isn't that weird that we're all human? Isn't that strange? How did I get here? Why do I have memories? What is this precognition coming? You know, what are these dreams? Why am I astral project? All that stuff, you start asking yourself these questions and expanding. That's what we have been. We've been expanding consciousness. And the cool thing is, Spirit's showing us, we have been expanding our own individual consciousness. You have to. There is no way to give anything if you didn't do this thing. If you didn't do the Hermit, well, then you're just not out of the closet yet. So, but I know all of us have been doing this inside journey, looking into our feelings, what brought those things about, what were the relationships, what are the energy, what are the karma stories and contracts that we had that brought those experience, that gave us those feelings, that made us clog up, all that stuff. Well, that's the Hermit phase. You've been looking at those things into yourself. And the thing I love about this Hermit is that he doesn't just stay in his cave. He eventually comes out and shares his light with other people. Now, not as a judge, okay? Remember, a true father sits with their arm wrapped around you, telling you it's okay, my child, we all screw up. We all make mistakes. Forgive yourself. Learn from it and then do better next time. That's a true father. Same with the Hermit. The Hermit doesn't come out and say, do as I do, or bop, bop, bop. That's old. That's the old. And if you have people around you that are doing that, do, check your radar, okay? A true Hermit, a true leader, a true guider will come out and express to you what they did to open their journey. It will all be self-empowering too. They will tell you, I didn't rely on drugs or people or a guru or a drink, nothing. I kind of did this with me and Spirit, and there it is. And they don't come out and tell you, you need to do it my way. You need to say my words. You need to take the route. You need to pay absurd amounts for my knowledge. I agree with the money thing. I understand money, but it's going away. Even the vocabulary is really starting to dissipate when I speak about money. We've all done the money journey and realize how powerful we are to attract it. I'm just saying, don't get stuck on that. A true guider, light provider, will just tell you their story of how they awakened, and then they will encourage you and empower you and keep encouraging you to do your own journey through your own stuff. Not through therapists or outside friends or advice columns. All those things are lovely and I've participated in them. But this is the inside journey. The Hermit doesn't care what Google says. It already knows. So we're talking about to our Jupiter. This is our message from Jupiter. The ever-expansive, growing, changing, violent, peaceful, but gorgeous and hypnotizing planet of our consciousness. The Hermit side. This is the energy that's been incoming. And we're all starting to come out of our closets, of our caves, from under the bed. The boogeyman's coming out, all of it, right? Next card we got is the Justice card. Look at this guy. Well, it was like this, so he's bringing in that balance. The Justice card is all about balance. This is the true law of attraction. What goes out comes back to your face. Whatever you put out there to expand, Spirit will take it, and smack it right back here and show you and expand it and grow it. We do it when we're feeling in crapville. This day sucks, I woke up late, that person called, this wasn't ready, life sucks, you buy into it, and justice, the balancing, my mama up there, this will tell you, you're right, life does suck, here comes more red lights, ignorant people, and all kinds of delays and obstacles. Here you go. Those people that really buy into Mercury retrograde, oh, it's going to be horrible. I battened down the hatches. I bought all the bread and milk at the grocery store. Yeah, they have a horrible Mercury retrograde, don't they? But the ones that go in and say, hey, let's just see, because whatever I put out is going to come right back to me, so I might as well put out the chill because I'm about to chill. So let's just ride a Mercury retrograde and review in a state of acceptance, knowing we got all the answers because you did a whole inside journey, right? So what are we expanding? Well, balance. Balance to the force. That means things get shaken up. You can't just balance something without the things that were screwing it up falling off, changing, dying, transforming, evolving. So we went from this hermit phase, and now our consciousness, our expansion is more towards balance. Because now we know better. We're going to do better. You're not going to make the same mistakes. It's over. You forgave yourself. You let it go. See? Now, we're talking about emotions, feelings, and what is that? That's love. Love is everything. So we're talking about everything. Your job, your relationships, your family stuff, your own inside mission. We're talking about all that. What are we expanding to? More balance. Now that you know, choose this. Okay? You want peace? Choose peace. You want chill? Choose chill. You want ruckus? You're going to go there. It's just going to happen. When you feel it especially, that's what you're going to project as your reality. So that's what we're in right now, this present to Jupiter. And what's expanding is this knowledge of balance, peace, the law of attraction, choosing what's in our highest good, because we know ourselves now, and then knowing that other people are on their own journey and expanding in their own way. So we're not going to judge them, because if we do, we're going to throw our scales back off again. Okay? So when it comes to expansion, allow, surrender, swim in it, don't fight against the current, go with the flow. Okay? Whatever you choose is going to be correct. So Spirit right now, they always encourage the higher up path, the easier path. The ones that resonate with whatever comes out of my mouth here. You're all on your own journeys. I don't judge you, what you're doing. We're just expressing what Spirit's saying about expansion, especially when it comes to consciousness and feelings and connection. Because like I said, it's through feelings that we create our reality. And as true light workers, we're here to expand, evolve, and love each other. So it makes sense to me. Going forward with the Jupiter message, ending with this Queen of Wands. This is your feminine side. This is your creative side, your expansive side, your fiery side, your feminine side. Sticking to what? Well, Wands, this is straight up spiritual soul mission for me. This is all of you finding that mission. Keep on nurturing that thing and keep on going. Keep on expanding that. Do it with passion, with desire, with your feminine side, with love. Because it's with love that you create. And if you don't allow the true swim in love, you might be limiting creation for yourself, creation for others. And remember, the hermit doesn't just serve self. Their actions and their dependence on and self-reliance, it lifts the rest of us up to do the same journey. So I really like this. Going forward in our expansion, this is just expanding our awareness and our connection, our Venus, our feminine side, that fiery passion. That's how you level up, is through your emotions, your expansion of your own inner desire. Mary Magdalene, that's going to talk to our Jupiter, confusion. Let me read that. It says, conflicting thoughts regarding a major decision are causing you to feel confused. You may be feeling as if you don't know which way to turn at the moment. You feel unable to choose between that which you truly would love and that which you think you must do. At the heart of this issue lies a deep-seated sense of obligation to others. You are afraid that you might disappoint or hurt another by choosing what you love. The best course of action for you at this time is to take a few steps back. Don't place extra pressure on yourself by thinking that you must decide right now. Give yourself time. If possible, take a short break away from it all. Bring some peace and quiet into your life, and over the coming days, things will be clearer. Your primary obligation is to honor what you truly feel in your heart. Others will understand in time. So speaking to this trine that's happening, that is the second message from Spirit about your expansion of your consciousness, which is connected to love. Remember, we're combining those three energies, masculine, feminine, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, whatever you want to call it. And we're marrying all that. So if you're feeling confusion, just know it's because you're in a triad right now, and emotions of confusion are okay. Don't let those scare you. Afraid of what? Swim in it for a little while. Trust yourself, your own inner guidance system. Make sure you remember this isn't for punishment. That's not what confusion is for. It's to help you get yourself balanced. Choose the right path this time so that you don't overreact. Always following your own inner heart. Always choosing that inner spirit message, especially when it comes to expansion. Because some things, when we expand, it gets nerve-wracking. It gets challenging to the human. Just remember, you're on a different playing field right now. Really allow yourself to swim in it. You're fine. We're all right here with you. Okay? Third message that we're going to give, and we're going to speak to my planet, the planet of Neptune, which rules Pisces. Pisces is the intuitive sign. We're the dreamers. We're the creators. We're not the finishers, but we definitely are the starters of the feeling, of the idea, of the direction. Like I said, we don't necessarily fulfill the path. That's what everybody else does collectively together. But we are the ones who allowed the submersion into the feeling, the swimming. Yeah, sometimes we fight it, sometimes we ignore it, sometimes we swim to the depths to try to get away from it. And we're talking about love. And what did I say love was? It's everything. So Pisces are in it all the time. So now we're going to be speaking to our own Neptune for all y'all, and from our own inner planet Neptune, because we're all connected. So we're talking to that triad of its own triad of itself, Neptune. First card from Rider-Waite. Wow. Ten of Wands. And we started with the Ten of Swords. Second, Queen of Cups. This is to our Neptune. And the Six of Coin. Giving, receiving. So, talking to our Neptune. Our psychic side, our intuitive side, our swimming side, emotional side, creative side, expansive side, all that ooey-oo crazy stuff. Here's where the earth signs need to let go of the harbor and come swim with us for just a little bit. I'm not picking on you earth signs. It's just, if you guys were to allow yourself to swim, you would find a power that you just really didn't realize you had. And you'll be like going kind of freaking at first. But once you allow your emotions to really go through you, I'm talking to earth signs, once you allow it to go through you and you actually feel it, your whole world is going to change, and you're going to empower so many people, because you guys are incredibly powerful. Your earth, you know this place, but it's your fear of the feeling, of the swimming, of the experiencing. But like I said, we're all with you on that. Yeah, so release that burden, any of you, especially if there's, wands are very spiritual for me. So if there's any religious dogma, because I didn't say religion, I said spiritual, and a lot of times humans won't expand that spiritual side of them for fear of religious retribution. That's all collective consciousness. That's all the really tightly closed up believers who've manipulated the message. They're trying to hang on to it, as a matter of fact. So this is just letting you know Let all that transform inside you. Any religious dogma that's still floating around, especially when it comes to intuition, connectability, saying that you're an omnipresent, claiming God, all that stuff, those things that they warned you against, those false prophets. And it's funny because they're all on your side, those false prophets. They're not over here on my side. You guys have them. Anyway, this isn't for calling out. But I am swimming in those feelings, and I told you, I won't hold those in. Holding in feelings doesn't help. It stops up the conveyor belt. And I want us all to experience what's up there, okay? Because we haven't even hit the appetizer yet. So, this card's about releasing spiritual burdens. Things you've been carrying around too long. Especially wherever it's been keeping you back. Your Pisces side back, your creative side, you're allowing to swim in emotions, express emotions. Trust your own inner heart and guidance system. Pisces are daredevils, and we learn it the hard way, by suppressing, by fearing, by surrounding ourselves with people who are jealous of our capacity to express. And we go through a journey, and once the Pisces, and all water signs, to be honest, especially you Cancers, once you guys let go of these burdens, these things that you think you are, these things that hold you back, it's from the spiritual vibration from the rest of the humans that are walking around. I know you're all keeping up with me. So this is speaking to that side, that Pisces side of you, the intuitive, the emotional, the expressive, the creator, the on the front line side of you. I'm allowing that to happen. Put down those old burdens, those old things. Yeah, you learned some good stuff, and those will definitely continue to grow on. But it's time to take this thing that was so heavy and such a pain in the ass, and it's time to, peace out on it and put it down. And spiritually allow yourself to start a new journey, to really swim this time in your own spiritual awareness, powers, expression, and belief. Can you do magic? Yeah, you can. Allow yourself to go there. Allow that emotion to take you there. You're probably going to have to regress back into your childhood, because that's when we were fun, right? I'm going to take another drink. Hold on. Presently in Neptune, the message, Queen of Cups. This is the divine feminine energy in all of us. This is the attainable position of being unconditionally loving. Now, she's unconditionally loving to herself. Was it easy to get there? Well, to the human, not really, but if we keep saying that, it's never going to change. So yeah, it's easy. It's easy to get through this journey. Let's just release that burden from ourselves. It's not hard. Becoming unconditional. Especially when you're swimming in your Pisces side, anything is possible when you're Pisces. There's no doubt when you're Pisces. There's just, it's not arrogance, there's confidence. There's nothing wrong with that. So swim on. If you love something and you tell it you love it and it rejects or abandons or says screw you or whatever, be the Queen of Cups. She swims on. Okay, bye now. She doesn't let it affect her. She keeps moving on that conveyor belt. She doesn't take that as a rejection or anything and clog up. Maybe she did in the past, but that's over. Put that down. If you're going to be a loving vessel, unconditional, do it to yourself first, which means keep moving in that buffet line. Keep expressing and feeling. It's okay. Don't judge it. If you felt rejected after you said I love you, just say, hey, that kind of hurt, but then keep swimming. Don't stop there. Don't encourage the scab. Don't keep picking at it. There's more things. We're not even to the appetizer. They just told you a while ago. Swim on, okay? Be unconditionally loving. We're all here doing the same journey. It just feels different and looks different to each other. So always remember that. Keep being this open vessel of love. Especially when you create. Especially when you express. When you hit that Pisces side of you. When you dream. Be unconditional. Put down any burden. If you feel any resistance, well, you're letting something come back. You're letting something come back, like Friday the 13th. We thought he was dead, but 10 movies later, he's still coming around. I don't understand. Anyway, last card going to our Neptune, our Pisces side. The Six of Coin. The Pentacle sign represents this earth experience, the human vessel experience. So this is the humans starting to receive. Told you in the beginning, this is the Magician's whoosh. We're going to start receiving new relationships, new opportunities to love, New partnerships are going to be forming. Old partnerships will be coming back as brand new. And it's going to have to be your challenge and opportunity to let go of any past labels, any past dogmas of any past relationships that you thought were bad. Bop, bop, bop. If they come back in, get ready to receive that manifestation now. See how she's just open? That's one of the hardest positions for the human to get into. And yet they claim they want it all the time. It's reception. We judge it. We say, no, we're not ready. No, I'm too busy. I've got so much going on. I committed to this, but whatever, the human. We're expanding and growing and expressing. We're leveling up. The emotions have taken us to a new reality. So be ready to receive that reality. It's success. See the top? It says success. Don't see it as a failure. Don't see it as this isn't what I asked for. Receive it with all your heart. And then when you have extra, pass it on to the rest of us. Spread that light. Anytime you start to push back, remember, there might be some old dogma, old something hanging on. Get back into unconditional love. Stop holding on. Stop clogging up the conveyor belt and the buffet, especially as it pertains to receiving love, human companionship, new opportunities for feelings, new opportunities for expansion of your own intuitive abilities. Let it come in. Don't get scared. Don't reject. You asked them for this intuitive stuff. So if you wanted it lit, they lit it. And so don't reject those abilities. Swim in it. Trust yourself. That whole hermit is very important. Okay, Mary Magdalene, decision. Interesting, we went from Magdalene to confusion, now to decision. And this is as it pertains to our Neptune, our watery side, emotional side, Pisces side. That'll be that overall message to that aspect of you and us. Says, you have an important decision to make at present, and the decision you make now will affect many around you for a long time to come. Be sure you know what you really want before you act. Take a few deep breaths. Take time out to clear your mind, and you will know. We are all part of one creation, energetically interconnected, and therefore what affects one also affects the whole. Everything you say and do, and everything you fail to say or do, has a flow-on effect. A positive effect can only be achieved by being true to yourself. The right decision is the one that sits comfortably inside your heart. Don't make your decision based on guilt or what you think you should do. Be true to you, for it is only by being true to yourself that you can be true to others. And that's exactly something that a Pisces would tell you to do. You know, swim the directions you need to go. If you need to leave the school, fine. We'll be there when you come back. You want to go explore the depths and you get scared, someone will come help you out, or another fish will come and light the way, right? Something will happen. They're talking about this expansion, this awareness journey that we've been on. And we're in this Grand Trine these next 3 days. The energy, they said you're going to feel it for days to come. You can invoke this whenever you want, to be honest. But really, for the first, second, and third, we are in this marriage of all these three energies, accumulating into Neptune with this decision with our own emotions and feelings, our own Pisces side, to expand and grow and trust and pick what's best for us, because what's best for you is best for the rest of us. Don't choose what you think I want. That's how we got in this mess. We started worrying about the other. You need to do you. It's not selfish. It's expansive, because once you figure yourself out and you become balanced with yourself, then you have space to love the other. We cannot love the other until we love the self, and that's what this Grand Trine is for, to get a magnificent swim in your own feelings, in your own emotions, and love for yourself, so then in this new expansion that we're creating, love flows. And it's a good kind of contagious. It's a loving, self-caring, self-awareness contagion, okay? Let's go to the bottom of the deck. That'll be the message to what's inside this triangle. We spoke to Venus, which is love. We spoke to Jupiter, which is expansion, consciousness. And we spoke to Neptune, which is feelings, psychic connection, all that. And now we're going to give what's underneath. That will be the message to the inside spiritual union of what's going on in this Grand Trine, in us, and then in each other, and then connected. Knights, the Knight of Cups, he's all about emotion. That's Pisces right there. Three of Cups, and the Sun. So, very interesting, because I told you this is a marriage. They haven't really mentioned the masculine side because Venus and love and they all deal with the feminine side of us, and it's in that side where you find your emotions. And this seems to be the overall energy of this marriage, of what's happening. Look, and we call Sun God, right? That's the reason why we're all here. Helped create the water. It helps us all live. If it didn't show up, well, we'd be in trouble. It's our masculine side, balancing, getting connection and expressing this new truth about ourselves, about each other, and creating a new reality. Look, and those are straight up sunflowers. You know, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You know, you make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take that sunshine away. Like, that's what this trine is happening. We're all apologizing. We're all coming together with what we've learned about ourselves and our journey, and our hearts are starting to express. The Knight of Cups is coming on out, moving towards celebration, bringing this again, this trine. It's this magnificent journey to this trine, this marriage of the masculine and feminine energy to dance under the sun, God, us, the divine, which is us. This whole journey that you've been awakening on, you know, that's what this Grand Trine in water these next 3 days is all about. That's what this message has been for. Underneath, going out, and then we're all done because I'm worn out and out of words. Heart and soul. Wow. Heart and soul. Bottom of the deck. Heart and soul. That's another song, right? They did that, it's that song on Big. Isn't that what they're playing? Heart and soul. Give a little bit of heart and soul too. Yeah, my head is starting to play the music game. When I see things like this, all of a sudden I'm thinking of every song, every movie, every line I've ever heard that had heart and soul on it. So that's what I'm going to be thinking the rest of the day. Here's our going out message from Spirit. You're blessed and guided by the eternal spirit of love. A positive transformation is occurring in your life this very moment. Didn't we tell you in the beginning? It's not going to happen tomorrow. It's happening right now. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. Close your eyes and feel yourself bathed in the love which stems from the heart of the goddess. This card is confirmation that all is unfolding as it should. There is no need for concern, so stop taking things so seriously and trust. All unfolds in perfect harmony. Life is always full of opportunity. I am guided and protected. I surrender my concerns to the goddess of eternal life. That's the underlying message to what's happening inside this Grand Trine in water. It spoke to our Venus. It spoke to our Jupiter. It spoke to our Neptune. And the bottom showed what is marrying, what's transforming, what's changing, what we can celebrate and invoke now, and be positive about, and share and express with ourselves and the other. This is the good stuff, people. You're here on June 1st, 2018. We're at the first reveal of the whoosh. Tricks that you've been doing in this journey of awareness on your own. Allow yourself to swim in feelings. Don't get stuck. Don't get scared. Don't hold back. Express yourself, because we're moving into another part of the ocean. We might even jump out on land. Who knows? Maybe we'll go back out into space. It depends on what your reality is projecting right now, where you're headed. We're all headed to different adventures. But this is the message right now for this Grand Trine in water. I hope you all enjoyed the message today. I certainly enjoyed being back. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or you need anything extra, feel free to message me at michelletheoracle@gmail.com, or you can get me on Facebook at Michelle the Oracle. I also have the YouTube channel, Michelle the Oracle, that has old awakening videos that I've done for the past year. Anything else you guys need, I'm always here for you. Swim, feel, and express Let's move on to the appetizer when it comes to feelings and emotions. Don't grip on and don't get scared. The school's there with you when you need, and the isolation time is there when you need, because love, just like that water, is constantly surrounding you, coming into your lungs, flowing out of your body. It's always around you. You're never alone. So go explore, go feel, go create with the rest of us, okay? I love you guys so much. You have a great day. Bye.